Lady Shan, done them season. You know what's going on. We're live and direct. Facts, stats, and data. If you can't back it up, we don't want to hear from you. If you're not talking about facts, stats, and data, we don't want to hear about it. Leave your opinion at the door. Let's go.
Landlord in the building. Hey guys. Well. The prediction is in the booties. It's a predictable booties. Where there's a prediction, Lady Shan has entered when Lady Shan is in the booties. So we will be going live later, but I thought I'd drop in my Parker versus Wardley prediction. Now, as you know, Fabio Wardley is a friend of the show. And he was on when he was English champ 4 years ago. So take a look at this. Stand by. That's what I does. All right, cool. Right. So what do you think about... Oh, yeah, let's go here. Sorry, let's just go here. Where were we now? Okay. Oh, thank you an hour, but this is fun. Are you having a bit of fun?
Yeah.
We've got loads of people on the chat as well, like all saying stuff. So I'm going to get to them and all of that. But Deontay Wilder. I'm showboating to lead you in.
Nah, I just I was
Guys,
never
idiot fam.
Yeah, fully. I was never his biggest fan in the first place. I never was. Don't get me wrong. It's difficult to even say I respect what you've done because even out of the fights you had, and the way you got there, blah blah blah, you didn't really do that. You didn't do that much. But whatever, you did it. You got it. Credit. But again, this goes back to what I was saying about making excuses. I hate that. That's my biggest hate of anything ever. I believe if you lose, you hold your head up. You say, look, I lost. Well done to you. You were the better man on the night. Blah blah blah. I will even allow. You were the better man tonight, but next time I'm gonna get you. I'll allow you one of those. That's fine. But don't come to me with this excuse, that excuse. It happened because of this and that went wrong, and I didn't, and you did that, and you cheated with that, and blah 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 blah. Because all of these things, like the glove tampering or this happened, and all that stuff is covered. Like there's officials everywhere. They watch everything. They watch you in the corner. They watch you. Like this, it's not like this is some back street fight where you get changed quickly in the corner, shove something in your glove, and then run out like no one's watching. Like,
thank you.
Someone watches the whole time. Like someone from Wilder's team.
The State Commission is there. Wilder's team's watching the raps. Ray Diaz is there. Fury's team's watching Wilder's raps is there. With the Wilder State Commission there. The gloves are in a vault once they picked them ages ago. Gloves A and gloves B. We know this. So where is he coming? Mark Breland spiked your water.
And that's the worst thing as well. To pick the one guy, the one guy that saved you, the one guy that thought that out of your team cared about you the most to say, you know what, live to fight another day. Kind of. You could see them days. It was the topic of Wilder, doing their rubbish when it came to. Ducking AJ, and we just talk about resumes, bars, many a bar. I also have to add in that they are now calling Fabio Wardley the Ipswich Deontay Wilder. No, I would have to go with a no on that one. As much as Fabio Wardley has had no amateur career and he's come from white collar boxing, no. He's still more skilled than Deontay Wilder. No. His power is real. He will knock out... Listen, Fabio Wardley will knock out big, proper, sound lads. Skilled lads. No. Deontay Wilder, no. Don't disrespect Fabio Wardley like that. And that was what Parker had to say. I mean, not Parker, Wardley. My bad. Wardley had to say. I wonder if he still has the same stance because, then he's now... adversary 4 years later
fought Deontay Wilder. And, you know, a faded one, though, and beat him. So, yeah, ain't it funny how it's like the universe circles it all. What happens comes to light. What's spoken about comes to light maybe about a few years later. Really weird. So, listen, Linda. This one is very interesting fight because Joseph Parker came in at 262.4 or something, and Fabio Wardley came in at 242.7 or something like that. 242 versus 262. So there's a 20-pound deficit. Now, Joseph Parker has been fighting quite a bit in the 260s. I think he fought in 260s with Bakoli, maybe Zhang, and I'm not sure what he was in the first Derek Chisora fight. I don't think he was in the 260s. But he used to be a career like 240s guy, and he's gradually got bigger and bigger and bigger. And as we see, he stopped Martin Bakoli in like, 1 or 2 rounds. That was just in devastating fashion. That was crazy. 48 hours notice. Martin Bakoli, he was in bloody Congo in illuminated Reeboks and fucking sparring with, traffic going by, looking like 325 pounds. He came in the ring at 310. Anyway, I digress. Joseph Parker, XW. I think he was the XWBO champ, I think. And AJ, he was undefeated. Anthony Joshua came in and swiped his belt. Joseph Parker's been around. He's actually really young for the amount of time he's been around. He's only 33. Been hanging like as the little buddy with the big lads. Not the hardest of hitters, but I would say he's got respectable power as he's probably put on that mass. So I would watch out. He knocked out a big stiff 305-pound Martin Bakoli. So I'm going to have to say his power at this stage of his career, it may have been enhanced. He may be sitting down on his punches, and due to the size of him, then, he can knock you out. It is heavyweight boxing. But in the books, he's not known as a massive puncher. No. He can move. The guy's a great boxer. Great hand speed. Love Joseph Parker's combos. That's gonna fluster Fabio Wardley because I'm not sure Fabio he knows how to defend against those types of accurate flurries. And Joseph Parker's flurries are a good flurry. He's really good with his combinations. He'll let off about 5 shots with ease. I think coming in at this size, I'm not sure if that's his game plan to be as fleet of foot, which I thought he should be. But because obviously we've seen that is Fabio Wardley's Achilles heel. Now, Fabio Wardley has got the the one-hitter quitter, where he's just going to punch you, and if that lands, you're going good night. Would that happen to Joseph Parker? Joseph Parker has got a chin. The times he's been down there by big punches like 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐵𝐵, and he got up and he got knocked down by Zhang twice. Yeah, he got knocked down by Zhang twice, got up and still won the fight. So, the Maoris, their chin don't play. Joseph Parker ain't known as no glass jaw. And he went down Joe Joyce when Joe Joyce beat him. And them are the days when Joe Joyce was just using his chin to make people leave the building. Then until the corrosion happened, and then Joe Joyce's chin left the building. So, Joseph Parker's got a great chin. Fabio Wardley's going to come forward, come with that Ben Davison jab upstairs. He's going to jab to the body. I wonder if he's going to try and use that same pattern that he's been using, jab to the body. You see Anthony Joshua uses that jab sequence as well. So you see the jab to the body, and then you see the jab up top, jab to the body, and then set up a shot, you know, work off the jab and see if you can get a couple punch combos in there, you know. Let's see. We're going to have to see if Fabio Wardley is going to be able to take a Joseph Powell shot, and what's his counter punching, you know, move's going to be. Because they were saying that, you know, with Justis Huni, they knew that they couldn't outbox him. They were right. But with Joseph Parker, they feel that they can outbox him. They may be wrong. I love these little effects, man. These effects are dope. But anyway, I don't think so. I think that they want to get round to the back, because Joseph Parker, although he's coming heavy, he's the better boxer, and I would have thought that he would have outboxed Fabio Wardley for at least 5 rounds, and then the war starts. But it doesn't look like that. That's what's on Joseph Parker's mind, and Team Parker with the great coach Andy Lee. I feel that it's going to be center of the ring as soon as that bell goes, and I think it's going to be war. I think Parker is literally going to jump all over Fabio, and Fabio's already got the memo that he's going to have to jump all over Parker, and that's where it's going to be an almighty center of ring collision. I'm not quite sure what Fabio can do. I think Fabio should start fast and apply immense pressure, and make sure you're on Wardley, on Parker. Just don't, make sure your head's off centre line when you're throwing shots, and vice versa with Joseph Parker. I mean, you can outbox. I think he can outbox Fabio Wardley all the way to a nice points decision. But by the way, they both looked set up, and Joseph Parker's decided to come in at 262 pounds. I think that shows us, or tells us, there's going to be some boxing, but a lot of it is going to be either to absorb Fabio's power and deliver a new style of Joseph Parker power. So, Fabio, just hope the nose doesn't bust open again, because then it's going to look like a bloodbath. It's going to look like a Nightmare on Elm Street. And then that's a potential to the blood flowing so much. I don't think a doctor would stop it unless it looks like more tragic than the initial first time he ever cut it, how he sustained that cut. I mean, it's not above the eyebrow. It's not on the eyelid, you know. Blood's not running into his eyes. But, you know, Fabio Wardley, when he does get hit, you won't like it when I'm angry. Yup. So, I think my official prediction is... At first I was thinking, Joseph Parker, is it going to be points? I thought that, but then, no. I like to wait when I see weigh-ins and stuff like that. I'm like, no, it's not going to be that, is it? So I'm going for Joseph Parker, stoppage, round 9 to 11. That's right. I think although Fabio has done amazing, and Fabio, I would hope, I'm actually rooting for Fabio. I hope he defies what I've predicted. I hope I'm wrong, because he's done amazingly well coming from, and a loss to Joseph Parker, a former champ. There's no shame on that, man. You took the fight. Not all fights we're going to win. Some fights we lose, some fights we'll draw. I think this is what's going to test to see if Fabio is true world level, because he's interim world at the minute. So they both are. And we know Joseph Parker's already been a champ. Faced the likes of Andy Ruiz. Some said Ruiz got jobbed because that was out in New Zealand. Fair play, that fight was tad boring, but he handled the fight. But yeah, it was really close. But yeah. So we know he's of world level. I think this may be a little bit more than what Fabio can chew, because it's going to be a seasoned, experienced former world champ that's fought many a different style of man. Like Joseph Parker's resume is stellar. I mean, it's one of the best in the heavyweight divisions. Go and check yourself. He's fought near enough everybody who's the who's who. Do you know what I mean? So I think this is just a little bit too far for Fabio Wardley. And if he wins, hurrah. And if he loses, don't worry about it. Dust yourself off and try. Now, it will look terrible if Joseph Parker loses to Fabio Wardley. And I don't say that disrespectfully. It's just because of the levels, like I said, where Joseph Parker initially has been as a former champ. And if Joseph Parker can't beat Fabio Wardley, I mean, you may as well give it up at this stage, because I don't see where you go. You'd be back in the queue to then try and become a 2-time heavyweight champ. It's just, I just don't see it. So I don't think Joseph Parker and Andy Lee will allow that to happen. So, yeah, I'm more solid in my prediction. Anyway, I thought I'd bring it from me to you, from you to me. Ew, dares, Rodders. Ew, dares. Anyway, I'm gone. No, I forgot my... Yo, I'm gone. Do you know I keep forgetting my tagline? Anyway, I'm gone. Anyway, I'm gone. Yeah, I forgot it, guys. I ain't done a news report in a minute. Anyway, I'm gone. Here you go, it's 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, repping none less. Come box with Shan. John. Ra. The towel is toweling. Is this same white towel is going to be thrown into the ring? Boris. Let's see. See you later for the live Parker Wardley fight. John.